fifth generation San Josean. My great uncle graduated from Santa Clara, not law school, but undergrad in the 1880s. I grew up in a household where it wasn't an option, it was an obligation to give back to the community. Both parents did in great amounts of time and effort, and so just how I was raised.
He's smart, we know that, but he's very hardworking, and he's a very empathetic person. And I think in a lawyer, to have some empathy, not total empathy, but a fair amount for a client, and to make their problems yours a bit and care about the outcome, clients sense that he has a genuine interest in their problem, that he can solve it well, and he does.
His ability to be gracious in so many circumstances, I think, is one of the things that immediately comes to mind. He has incredible integrity, so he is a person who has a set of principles, and he's going to follow those principles.
He's also a great family man. He's done terrific relative to balancing, and it's not easy when you're as busy as he is, balancing a good family life with his legal work. I mean, that's all he does. There's very little time, I think, in Chip's life just for Chip.
So look for your own balance. I tell young people, it may not be the dinner table, but it'll be something, and you just need to find out what works for you. We built a jacuzzi, and it turned out that even if you worked late, everyone would turn on that jacuzzi at 10 o'clock at night. Everyone would come out from their studies or whatever they're doing. And instead of having family time around the table, we'd have family time in the jacuzzi. And I feel blessed and fortunate to have found that as a way to balance some of the time.
In his day, he was a very good athlete. So he had full balance of family, professionalism, academic excellence. I wore this tie today, which if you look up close enough, it just shows my support for Chip as an athlete, or should I say, his support. I was lucky enough, I suppose, to have great class standing here, and I felt honored to graduate near the top of my class, and that actually has a lot to do with the professors that were here, and actually the environment, the student environment. It wasn't a cutthroat place, it was a collaborative environment, I thought. Strong foundation of morals, and I just happened to, I think, excel in that environment. If I were in another environment, perhaps I wouldn't, so I give the university a lot of credit for that.
And there are many people working with him at Morrison & Foerster that I know from their stories he's mentored them along the way, so I got to believe he has a big impact.
Early on, Jerry Kasner here at the law school was a great mentor. I would say John Hopkins at Hopkins & Carley, when I first started, a brilliant lawyer, but even a better person. But John's door was always open, and because of that we developed a relationship, and I really thank him for not only for my development as a lawyer, but as a development as a person, without question. First corporate assignment I ever had was from Mike Phillips, and I remember he was frantic and he was working very hard. He's a great lawyer, and I remember having an assignment for him, and he needed it fairly quickly, and he was a little animated about it, and I needed certain facts, and he said, well, I don't have time now, I don't have time. And I said, okay, fine, when you have time, let me know and I'll finish your assignment. And he said, well, wait a minute, come back. And from then on, we were great friends.
He remembers that as more of a story of my intolerance than his perseverance, but he can take it any way he wants.
My wife, Mary, who I met here at Santa Clara, who's been my partner for the last 30 plus years, I couldn't do the things that I've done without her support. So I'm eternally grateful. If you look at some of the past recipients, Leon Panetta, Congresswoman Zoe Lofgren, obviously that's a pretty heady group of people, and people usually have given public service, and I'm in private practice, although I've devoted a fair amount of time to community and professional activities. But so I was surprised, but and obviously pleased and thankful for the award.